How's it going, guys? So we got some big news for Warcraft Rumble. They're starting to tease that the end of the soft launch, the beginning of the global launch, is nearly here. I know a lot of you are still outside of those soft launch countries, haven't been able to figure out the APKs because they did switch the APK from when we made that last video. And on the iOS, I know it could be a little tricky to get that done too, and unfortunately, we can't walk every individual through it. But is almost over. We're almost there. It's already mid-September. This game was rumored to be around December, but the fact that they got this page gives me an inkling that maybe it's coming before that. So this is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and read it together. So it won't be long before everyone around the world will be able to leap into the joyful chaos of Warcraft Rumble. Players can now pre-order through the Apple Store for the first time globally. So yeah, you can go into your App Store and you could pre-order it. I mean, it's free. You're not spending any money on it. But basically, you're just like, I'm going to download this game when it's live. And if you do that, they're going to give you a couple goodies. And then you're going to see the game pop up one day and be like, yo, let's go. So I think it's a good idea to do if you want to try this game out. So we're going to add more joy with mechanical marvels. When you pre-register on the Google Store or pre-order through the Apple Store, you'll receive 4 truly mecha-great items to use either on the battlefield or to customize your account when the game goes live. So you're going to get a Mecha Kobold skin, Mecha Kobold portrait, and the Mecha Tower skin. They're just cosmetics, but they're fun, they're goofy. If you play World of Warcraft, you're probably a collector, so it'll be kind of nice just to have this stuff. And then it looks like, and they haven't, oh, it is actually Mecha Kobold emote. So, looks like we might be getting emotes in the game. That's always fun in PvP, to taunt your opponent, or to say good game, or to taunt your opponent. Let's be real, emotes are normally toxic, so it's probably going to be kind of a way to poke your opponent. We'll see how that goes. It's fun when you're on the winning side doing that. It's really infuriating when you're not, and that's kind of the spirit of competition. They're also going to give you a little bit more information, so pre-register on the Warcraft Rumble official site today to be notified of the official launch. Android users can pre-register by visiting the Google Play Store, and the Apple users can pre-order by visiting the Apple Store. You can do that right now. So Warcraft Rumble mini requirements is what your phone needs to have. And it doesn't look to be too crazy. I could be mistaken because I'm not super technical when it comes to this. But when I see iPhone 6, I'm like, oh, that's an older phone. And when I think about the actual graphics and the playing of the game, I don't think it's too intense. It's just really strategically fun. And it's kind of appealing if you like that cartoony vibe, which I do. So these are your requirements. So go ahead and check this out. Check your phone if you are worried about your phone not being able to run it. Literally just Google the make and model of your phone and you'll give you the specs. You'll find it that way very easily. So get ready to smash that button, load up your favorite minis, and jump into the action-packed fun of Warcraft Rumble. Stay on top of all the latest. You can check the One World News, the official site, by following us on social medias, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff. And then there's a little caveat here. So incentives available for 2 weeks after the official launch of Warcraft Rumble to all players who play Warcraft Rumble during that time period and defeat Hogger at the end of the tutorial. So to answer all you guys who did join in on the soft launch, I think we're just going to go in there and we're going to defeat Hogger and we're going to get the same stuff. That's going to be great. If that's not the case, I'm going to do some investigating and make sure that all of us who are on the soft launch can also find a way to get these emotes. So this would have been a really short video if we're going to end it here, but we're not going to end it here. We have another really cool source that was just brought to my attention. Let me go ahead and reset this so we get the full view of it. And this is your Warcraft Rumble IO website. So I've seen a lot of these kind of websites when it comes to mobile games, and they're really valuable. They're kind of bare bones. It's not an official site. It is an unofficial site, but it's got so much great information. So we got all the minis here, as well as their traits, how much they cost in game, their affiliations, so Undead Horde, Blackrock, all that kind of stuff. You can build your team here and then get an idea of what you want to go and do in game. They have all the missions broken down node by node. So if you're having a hard time on a certain node, like me right now, I'm actually hard stuck on Devil Sword Queen. So if I go in here, I can kind of make a little strategy. It'll help me out. I'll know that, you know, the enemy minis, there's Raptors, Darksteel Trolls, Brutes, Sappers. I kind of know all this because I've played the node a billion times. But it's nice to come in here, I can see it, and maybe I can get a different perspective. I know it's level 13. Maybe I got to go level my minis up a little bit. I know the player initial gold is 7. Gold regen is 0.3 gold. So it kind of helps you figure all that stuff out. And if we continue on to the traits section, then we are going to see all the traits the characters have, which is really cool. And this will help you when you are actually doing your dungeon farming to see where you want the extra levels to be. This is something I'm just getting acquainted with now, so I don't want to speak on it too much. My understanding is that when we do dungeons with certain factions, it's going to give you like a bonus to a certain trait. And so you can get certain traits, the higher the dungeon you could do, the higher the traits go, and that affects those characters. So my understanding, and don't super quote me on this, but let's say we finish a dungeon and we were given an ambush upgrade. If we were to put the Worgen in that spot on our deck, it would give him an extra level. I'm going to do a lot more research into this so that I know exactly what I'm talking about, but just take it from me that it's going to be really nice to know what these traits are, because it's not super clear in game, and it is very clear here, and it shows you every single character that there is. I've really liked this website, if for no other reason than this is super valuable. And if we continue on, Relics, now this will just give you an idea of the type of, I call them affixes, so it's kind of buffs that you get in dungeons. So whenever you start a dungeon, there's 3 levels per dungeon. Every level, it's going to give you an option, three options. You pick one, and for whatever it's worth, if you're playing the game right away, I really like the Kobold option. I'm not going to be able to find it out the gate, am I? Where it gives your Kobold, I believe it is 15 levels, and the Kobold becomes an absolute monster, killing machine. Yeah, I can't find it out the gate, but this is really good information to know, so we can see what we're walking into. And then finally, the last piece of information you'll get here is surges. So surges is how we're getting that premium currency, that gold. We're going to talk about how to spend your gold to the most efficient way so that you can, build up your minis the fastest, but also unlock all the minis. We'll talk about that as we get closer to the global launch, or maybe we could just talk about it on stream. But surges are a way of getting consistent gold, not just the first time clear on the, I'm going to call it the campaign nodes. So it tells you what the current surge is, how much time is remaining, what is happening during the surge. So your army is replaced with troops from undead and horde allies, and there's the sapper one where 2 sappers spawn at each location. It's also going to tell us the upcoming surge. So our army is going to be replaced with horde and blackrock families, and all minis gain bloodlust. That's going to be a very fun surge to go ahead and bust our way through. It also shows all the different kind of surges that can happen. So I was reading through this and I was getting pretty excited. I really like the surge feature. I like how we're playing to get the premium currency and how they're giving us buffs, or they're like making us experiment with new decks. I think that's really cool. I'm more hyped than ever on this game. I'm really enjoying it. Let me know what you guys are thinking about Warcraft Rumble at this stage. Are you going to pre-register? Are you going to pick it up and play it? Do you want to follow Dorky Dad? And hopefully we'll go ahead and take over this game. It could be a lot of fun. And let me know what you think about the Warcraft Rumble IO. This is a fantastic resource. I would definitely recommend familiarizing yourself with it if you are playing Warcraft Rumble and you haven't already, or if you're going to play Warcraft Rumble. But as always, stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.